This is Kings River Life magazine, and we have just seen StageWorks Fresno's production of Little Night Music, and we are speaking with the director, Joel Abels. Tell us about the show.
Tell you about the show.
Yes.
Well, it is Stephen Sondheim musical about love and relationships and love and relationships. It's not one of his. It's one of, in my opinion, should be one of his more well-known. Not so much, but beautifully written. One of his most beautiful scores, I believe. And it takes place turn of the century. Lots of beautiful costumes and lots of amazingly talented actors.
And why did StageWorks pick to do this musical?
You know, it's interesting. I adore Sondheim. I love Sondheim, and I continually like to push the envelope and challenge myself as a director. I never directed the show. Loved the show, and you know, everybody's seen Sweeney Todd. Everybody knows that Sondheim. But and in this space, it's a really challenging. It's a challenge for me as a director, and I love that. That's one of the things I love about this space is taking shows and being able to do some fun, different things with them. And I think we've done that with this show.
And what are some of the challenges?
Well, we have audience on all three sides. We can do a little pan around so we can see. We have audience on all three sides, and so it really does thrust the audience right into the middle of everything. And it's a smaller show. It's a more chamber feel. We have a really reduced orchestra, a 7-piece orchestra, really relying heavily on the chamber sound. When the revival happened on Broadway a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago, that's one of the things I loved, that it had been scaled back, and it really let the story come out. And I think that for us is one of the challenges for me, was to really let the audience in on that story and be a part of that. And so that's what we've done. We're challenged in this space, and I love being in this space, but it's challenging. It's a dance hall. It's a big dance hall that we convert into a theater space, and I think we, inherently there are always sound challenges, and
I think there are everywhere.
Everywhere, I know. But I think that we have tried to really work at overcoming all of that, and it's such a beautiful show, and the cast does such an amazing job with it. It's turned out to be just. It's been a real labor of love after Next to Normal, which was a whole labor of another kind, which is a beautiful, beautiful, amazing project. This is very different than that, very different, and I think it says a lot about us as a company to be able to produce something like, to produce Masterclass, then Next to Normal, then this, and then Frog and Toad in the fall. A really, really big challenges that we continue to give to our audiences,
And quite a variety.
Quite a variety, yeah. Next season, an even bigger variety, you would say.
Tell us really quick the titles of next season.
Next season starts with a Pulitzer Prize-winning one-man play written by Doug Wright called I Am My Own Wife, followed by kind of a cult off-Broadway favorite, Bat Boy the Musical, kind of a tabloid musical, which was a ton of fun. Tony Award-winning musical, Grey Gardens. Believe we have a special guest artist coming in for that. More on that later. And then closing with a fantastic 4-person play, God of Carnage, which I am very excited about.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us again.
Thanks for having me.